sense of loss, you know, when we hear this happen. But obviously you were the first person that popped into my head, mate. You know, it was your careers were parallel. I mean, I started.
Oh yeah, it was actually I was just talking about this with somebody. Strangely parallel. I first met Peter at my first EFBB competition it was held in Morecambe, which is, you know, for those of you that are not from the UK, it's a northern seaside town, we call it, and that's where I did my first novice competition. And I went on stage, I won the competition, I got my trophy, and I wanted to put the trophy in the car, so I was walking outside, and Peter came running up behind me. Dorian, hello, I'm Peter McGough, and you're not leaving, are you? I said, no, mate, I'm just putting the trophy in my car. So that's the first time I met Peter.
First time.
And Peter did a great review on the contest and very complimentary.
Yeah.
Me and my physique. And that was the start of our relationship, friendship. So Peter was a writer for, I don't remember who it was at the time, if it was Muscle and Co. or anyway, it was a very small British publication. So Peter was starting out on his journey as a bodybuilding journalist,
yeah,
and I was starting out as a competitor, and that's when we first met. And he's the only person apart from my ex-wife Debbie that went to every contest I ever competed in. That was the first one, and it was everyone since that. And of course,
83 contests.
I went on to be a successful pro and then Mr. Olympia, and Peter went on to work for Joe Weider, writing and eventually publishing Flex magazine and Muscle and Fitness. So yeah, a very parallel kind of careers. Yeah. And I mean, I always made a joke with him because I said, I know you're not old enough, mate, but it's almost like you're a father figure to me.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it was an older male and somebody that I could get advice from and that I trusted and so on. And I think he helped a lot of people in the bodybuilding community, and everybody loved him, you know?
I mean, you talk about parallels. Also, was that 1985? Was that the contest that you were selected for the World Games?
Yeah, 1985, yeah. And then Peter was there at the World Games selections.
Oh, wow.
Which was held in Muscle Machine, Ron Davis's gym in Birmingham. Yeah. And, you know, always very supportive and encouraging me that I had what it took from the start, which I didn't know. And I wasn't that confident at the start. So it was good to get that feedback from somebody that was already in the industry.
Yeah, I mean, from a personal point of view, I started following the sport in 1990, and I remember buying that. I was in Hereford. I'd just done legs at the fitness factory, and I remember buying that first issue of Pump and Press, and it was when you won your first Night of Champions in 1991. You know, straight first.
Pump and Press was it's almost like a tabloid, like a newspaper, right? So, I mean, we had no internet then. Mm-hmm. So if you want to get news about bodybuilding and contest results and everything, you have to wait for the magazines to come out, which was usually months after the fact, where Peter was able to get that printed hot off the press, Pump and Press. So, I do remember that coverage. And again, it was at Night of Champions, being very supportive as usual.
Yeah, and obviously Peter was on all the Grand Prix tours you did in 91, 92, 94, 96 as well.
Every single contest I went to, man, from every amateur contest, every pro contest, every Grand Prix, every single contest, Peter was there. I don't say he was there solely to support me. It was just coincidental that we were always in the same place, and Peter was always available as well if I wanted to have a chat on the phone and stuff like that. So, yeah, very special.